We found this more successful for trout this stretch.
For what, sorry?
For trout.
Yeah. Cockchafer beetle.
my phone. How was you or anything? It was just okay.
It's good time.
It was. You probably guessed. Well, that was it with me because I didn't have time.
Hi, I'm Dot. I'm one of Peter's students from England, and we've been invited, 3 of us have been invited to come over here since he's moved to France to do some painting. 2 of them that I'm in the class with, and one of them is not very well, so they have not been able to come yet. So I came over on my own last week. I've never been to an art teacher before, and he was recommended to me back in England by some friends who have been taking lessons with him for several years, and I was astounded at how incredibly talented he is, and the paintings that I've been able to do under his guidance was absolutely phenomenal. And so we were all extremely disappointed and upset when he said he was moving. He did move from Featherthorpe up further north, up near Hull. It made it too far for us to go really and travel. It was about an hour and a half. So instead of going once a week, which we would normally do, we ended up just going fortnightly, but only got 2 lessons in really before Peter came to France. He's lived here before, and he loved the way, the peace and the quiet and the standard of living. So we understood why he came here. He found this beautiful house that I'm sitting in front of. Needed a great deal of work doing to it. It still needs quite a lot more. I did say I would come and stay and actually do some work for him, and I've spent 2 or 3 days unearthing patios and paths and things that weren't there before. I was astounded by the beauty of this province, Creuse. Absolutely phenomenal pictures that you could get if you wanted to paint here. In fact, you could sit in this garden, and as I look around now, there are many, many parts of it that you could paint that you would be extremely pleased with. We've seen, Peter's shown me the rivers. We went fishing, he took me fishing on the lake nearby. I caught some carp, first time I've ever been fishing. Can't say as I'd really make a hobby of it, but I could understand that this lake that was absolutely full of fish would be a fisherman's paradise. Hopefully by next year, the idea is he's hoping that the accommodation will be enough for people to come over and have painting holidays, or even because of the fishing facilities and the lakes and the rivers and things that are so beautiful, that he will be able to even take people in who wanted to do maybe a week's fishing. Or for painting, it's not necessarily to stay, but if there are local people or people anywhere in this area in France or further afield who want to come and do some painting with him, I can guarantee that you will be astounded at what you can actually do under his tutelage. He's phenomenally clever. Everybody who knows him, who's worked with him, would say the same thing. And it's been a privilege for me to have done some painting with him. I know it's his passion, obviously it's his passion, same as fishing is, and I hope that once he gets settled next year, that people will come here, they will see how beautiful it is. I cannot recommend it enough. His house is lovely, he's a lovely, lovely person, he makes you very welcome. It's a very large place for him to keep and look after on his own, so I'm sure that if you did come to dig a few weeds out, I'm sure that you would be pleased to help him, because he is that sort of person who is so grateful for anything that you do for him. And I've had a truly lovely time here. There was a lot of English people in this village and in the surrounding villages. They are extremely friendly. We've had them, they call in on Peter quite frequently. he gets invited out, which is nice as well, while he's here on his own, and it will be lovely for him to spend the rest of this summer here. I do know he's going back to Lincolnshire in September for the winter, and I do know that he will come back next year, and hopefully by then he will settle and make a great deal out of living here because he loves it so much. And that's about all I can say, other than if you want to change, you want a holiday to paint or to fish, or just to come and have a lesson with him now and again, do so, because you will never regret it.
There's a bag to put them in eventually. I'll pull out a few here and there, and because I want to loosen them enough to be able to get them out, but not to disturb too much those that are left.
We've just been at Leslie's for lunch, and she's given me a box of walnuts to take home. Well, this is Dot's last evening, so she's having steak and chips and beans and peas as she asked for. And our new cooker hood is now working. The cowling's up and the lights are on and the extractor's on. There's a passing shower and they're huge raindrops. I don't know if you can see that on here. But if you got hit by one of those, you'd be drowned anyway. Sometimes I'm asked how I manage the jobs on my own. Well, this is one way now. I've had to block up the wood at the bottom to the right level before I can screw the hinges on. Well, there we are then, door done. Let's see if it shuts all right. Perfect look. All we need now is a latch fitting there. On here, one of the old fashioned ones, just to fit onto there. With a bit of luck, I'll be just fine. And I'm going to varnish it next, and when it's all finished I'll show you it later. So we should come round this corner through this door to the bedroom door. The kitchen's through here. Here. Open it up. And we're going to plaster all this bit here. Well, that'll be rendered down and plastered as well. These lovely windy oak stairs which will all be varnished and polished by then. And we've got our door here. And coming down the stairs, it's the same. Lovely big old pine door there, and that'll all be rendered up there. Well, Dot's on her way home now, and I'm back again, and I brought back with me a crab for my tea. And Dot, you'll be pleased to know that the mole trap has caught the last mole that was giving us trouble here for the moment. So hopefully now the lawn will remain a bit smoother and unattacked. My next job is to take away these old planks here from the well and replace them because they were rotten, and I don't want my grandchildren coming here and falling down there, so I'm going to cut those to size. That's Fox and Felix proof. It should be. You'll have to actually remove it to get in there now. Are dark enough, so now I've got to just use them lightly because I want the colour underneath. Look, if I just use it sideways, scumble as we call it, over there, I can use them lightly like that, just to scumble. So look how that brings it out. So it has been enjoyable, hasn't it? Hard work in 2 hours, but the point is now you'd like to try it again, but in your own time on something a bit different. But you've seen the technique, that's the point.